Welcome back to Quantreef.com. Bitcoin sitting right around 64,366, right in the middle of a tight liquidity pocket. Today we'll walk through liquidity, support and resistance, VWAP, Fibonacci, fair value gaps, positioning, and where this likely goes over the next several hours. Price is holding near 64,366, just above session VWAP at 64,243. And above both anchored VWAPs from the swing high at 63,718 and the swing low at 63,830. That's acceptance above value for now. Momentum reads mixed though, trend and volatility layers are soft, so buyers have the edge on location, not on conviction yet. Two clear pools here. Upside sits at 64,890, about 0.8% away, carrying roughly 1.4 billion in notional. Downside is heavier, 63,534, about 1.3% below, with 3.5 billion resting there. That imbalance is why the downside pool reads 72% likely to be tapped versus 28% for the upside. Price tends to drift toward the fatter pool before it reverses. On the panel above price you've got resistance at target 1, 64,948, then target 2 at 65,932. And target 3 up at 66,938. Below, support sits at the fib point 382, 64,034, then the stop loss level at 63,564. Given the stop hunt risk is rated high, I'd expect the downside support cluster to get tested first, with a break below 63,564 invalidating the current bullish red. Above price, there's an unfilled 4-hour bear gap between 64,669 and 64,497 acting as a nearby magnet, with bigger daily gaps way up near 70,000 and 73,000 for later. Below, a 4-hour bull gap sits between 63,664 and 62,863, already about 43% filled. On the fib swing, price is trading just above the 1272 extension at 64,179, extension target stretched to 64,765,273. I'd expect the nearby 4-hour fair value gap to get tested before the fib extensions matter. The card grades this a watch, N at 81, HTS at 51, decent readiness but not there yet. Order flow and liquidity map is carrying the score at 78.6, macro regime helps too, but institutional positioning at 32 and statistical volatility under 40 are dragging it down. Retail longs sit at 54.9%, top accounts at 56.3%, both leaning long, while the 4-hour taker flow is almost split, 50.7% short. That's a crowd leaning long against a market that isn't confirming it. Given the heavier downside pool and the stop hunt risk flagged high, the more probable path is a dip toward the 63,534 wall first, sweeping the retail longs that are overweight at 54.9%. If sellers succeed there, look for a bounce off that $3.5 billion pool back toward the 4-hour fair value gap. If buyers defend it and price reclaims 64,948 instead, the upside pool at 64,890 becomes the next magnet, and shorts get squeezed since taker shorts are already 50.7%. Bullish case confirms above the fib point 382 at 64,034 with targets towards 64,948 and 65,932, it's invalidated below the stop loss zone at 63,564. Bearish case confirms on a break of that same 63,564 level, targeting the 63,534 pool, invalidated on a reclaim of session VWAP. So we're sitting right at a decision point, and whichever side takes its liquidity pool first likely dictates the next few hours. If this kind of layered read helps, give the video a like and subscribe. Quantreef.com runs this same 9-layer grading, probability and liquidity model across more than 100 coins, with a 7-day trial if you want to dig deeper. And as always, this is for educational purposes only, not financial advice.